Arizona Cardinals back on the road for a second week in a row. Maybe not a bad thing as they just snapped their 5-game losing streak away from home.
Brissett lets it fly. End zone, McBride, touchdown.
They are in Seattle to face a Seahawks team on a 3-game win streak, winners of 6 of their last 7, and looking more and more like a team that can take it all.
Darnold taking a shot downfield. Open again is Horton for a touchdown.
Only one team in the NFL is top 5 in scoring and top 5 keeping teams from doing so, and that team is the only one that plays in the Northwest. Hawks soaring in as high as any team in the NFL heading into Week 10. Sonic and Knuckles, Batman and Robin, Scooby and Shaggy, all of them can step aside because the Sam Jackson duo is where it's at.
Darnold throwing sideline. Smith and Jigba's got it. The top receiving yardage season thus far in the NFL.
Darnold found Smith and Jigba last week for 129 more yards. That's 4 straight 100-plus yard games, pocketed C-notes in 6 of his 8 outings, knocking on the door of 1,000 yards already.
Stays perfect. Smith and Jigba out of bounds.
Smith and Jigba's low so far, 79 yards. The team that held him to that, the one he plays this week. Close game too, but Seattle prevailed 23-20 back in Week 4. Darnold with 240-plus yards, a touchdown, no picks, a 111 rate.
Good protection, man open, caught, touchdown.
That was one of Darnold's 5 100-plus rate games, put up another one versus Washington. Fat 141 rating, built off 21 of 24 passing, 4 TD passes, 330 yards, 13.8 yards per attempt. That's silly high.
Darnold 9 of 9 on the night, takes another shot, and it's caught by Arroyo for the touchdown.
Seattle averaging 28.9 points per game after sticking Washington with 38, 7 for 11 on third down, an area they've struggled some with. They become even scarier if they move the sticks on the regular because they're elite at cashing in when they reach the 20.
End zone, touchdown, Torrey Horton.
They try and keep it rolling against a Cardinals defense that just faced the 4th highest scoring offense and held it to 17 points. Held them to 1 for 3 in the red zone, took the ball away from the Cowboys 3 times.
Javonte Williams. Strong tackle on the edge by the rookie Will Johnson. Ball is out and recovered by Akeem Davis-Gaither.
Zona holding teams to 21 a game, right outside top 10 status, and they are top 10 in rating allowed after holding Dak Prescott to a 77 rate. Only 1 touchdown picked him off, 6.5 yards per attempt allowed, which is what they've held all quarterbacks to for the year, only 4 teams ahead of them.
That ball's up for grabs and dropped.
Their pass rush really stepped it up. Bagged Dak 5 times, Walter Nolan with 1, Calais Campbell with 2, has 5 now for the year. Josh Sweat with a pair, leads the team with 7.
Prescott in trouble and sacked by Sweat. His second of the night.
Can they replicate that showing? They were averaging less than 2 a game before that bout, and Darnold's line didn't let Washington sack him once. Only got hit once, left the game as the least sacked quarterback in the NFL in 2025.
3rd and 5, Darnold throws it in the middle and is caught by Smith and Jigba.
Arizona's DBs gave up 50 yards to tight end Jake Ferguson, 79 to George Pickens, 85 to CeeDee Lamb. Dak did throw for 250 yards trying to play catch-up. Aside from JSN, they have Torrey Horton to track. He pulled in 2 TD passes versus Washington, 48 yards.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns by the rookie Horton.
Horton with 5 touchdowns this season. Cooper Kupp didn't play. Have to wait and see if he can make a go of it. If Sammy D feels the need for speed, he can now turn to Rashid Shaheed, who Seattle traded the Saints for, averaging 55 yards per game in 2025, a couple of touchdowns. Beefy numbers when you consider New Orleans' offense this year.
He's got him! Shaheed down the sideline! 10-5, touchdown! There's the home run ball!
Cody White caught 1 ball, a 60-yard TD.
All the way, Cody White for the touchdown, the first of his NFL career.
No other Hawks last week with 30-plus yards. Tight end Elijah Arroyo, 29 yards and a score. Tight end A.J. Barner, 24 yards. Zach Charbonnet, 21. Kenneth Walker, 19. So Darnold made good use of everyone.
Pitched it forward to Charbonnet as Charbonnet takes it inside the 35.
Walker and Charbonnet didn't do much as runners. Walker 42 yards, 3.8 a carry. Arizona gave up 5.5 a run to Javonte Williams in their win, 83 yards.
Back to the run, Javonte Williams with a big carry.
Walker picked up 81 yards on 4.3 a pop when he faced Arizona, a game that Kyler Murray started. He did not play last week, and once again, Arizona's offense was more potent. 27 points with Jacoby Brissett behind center, 7 for 13 on third down, 3 for 4 in the red zone.
Lets it fly. He's got Harrison again.
Murray's Cardinals averaging 20.6 per game. Brissett's averaging 25.6 a game. He threw for 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs versus Dallas, a 115 rate.
Low snap, quick throw, wide open is Harrison down the sideline.
260 plus yards in all 3 of his starts. Murray's high, 220, has 100 plus rating game. Brissett has put up back-to-back C-note rating games. The Hawks defense he would face, nothing like Alice's, holding teams to 18 a game after keeping Washington to 14.
Brought down as he was tied up in the pocket and finally closed in on. He ran out of space.
They're holding offenses to 4.7 yards per play, only 2 defenses harder to move the ball against, holding quarterbacks to 6.5 yards per attempt, an 83 rating, 5th lowest, after taking care of Jaden Daniels to the tune of no touchdowns, picked him off once, 72 rate, just 153 yards.
Watch the footwork here by a safety. Pretty incredible stuff.
Pass rush, 3rd most sacks after making it home 4 times to see Daniels. He only threw 22 times.
In trouble and engulfed by Nwosu and Reed.
2nd highest pressure rate for 2025, 2nd lowest blitz rate. Let that sink in. Brissett sacked 5 times by Dallas's pass rush, a group averaging less than 2 a game before playing Arizona. Brissett sacked 6 times the game before that, too.
Brissett is sacked. Back on the Arizona side of midfield.
Deebo Samuel, Zach Ertz, the only Commanders Seattle gave up 40-plus yards to, 41 and 46 yards, so wasn't much. Arizona's Trey McBride comes off a 55-yard shift.
Over the middle and wide open in a conversion after the sack, McBride.
Michael Wilson tallied 61 yards versus the boys.
Back to the air. He's got Wilson inside Dallas territory and out of bounds near the 25.
And Marvin Harrison Jr., their 96 yards and a TD.
I mean, that's as good a release as you're going to see.
Their ground game in the hands of Bam Knight and Amari DeMarcado last week. Amari, the more effective of the two, 79 yards, 5.6 a run.
And he's able to get down to stay in bounds and keep the clock running.
Seattle gave up 51 yards and a touchdown to Jaden Daniels, 65 yards on 5.4 per attempt, plus a score to Chris Rodriguez. They are 1st in yards per carry allowed for the year, but last week not quite as stout, not that it mattered.
It is run up inside by Chris Rodriguez for a Washington touchdown.
Seattle's earlier win this year puts their win streak over the Cardinals at 8 straight. Cardinals won the first 5 meetings between the two. It wasn't until 1998 that the 12s got a taste of victory over their feathered friends.
Touchdown tosses from Moon to fullback Max Strong and Galloway put the heat on Arizona. And then the defense provided the finishing touches with 7 sacks and 3 interceptions, giving Seattle its first ever victory over the Cardinal franchise.
Here's Jake Plummer having to start from his own 6-yard line. Goes up the far sidelines, intercepted! Picked off by Willie Williams at the 25, to the 20, to the 10, touchdown!